Well, I can't tell you how proud I am of our guys, and you know, after losing a heartbreaker on Saturday, and just 3 incredible games against a really good Cal team, well coached, very good players, and very fortunate to do what we did. And I just think it comes down to a lot of heart on our guys' parts, a lot of want to, and you know, you go into today's game and you got Game 7 or Game 8, and you know, everybody, including the coaches, I think, thought it was probably going to be a 12-10 game, and you know, certainly the pitching and defense was at the forefront again today, just like it was in all 3 games with Cal, and very fortunate to win today, and looking forward to moving on.
Questions? Is this a team that you may want to play a non-conference series against in the near future, given how closely matched you guys were?
Certainly not. They're that good. And, you know, just got a lot of respect for Dave and the job that he's done. Had the opportunity to play them in 2011, and always had an awful lot of respect for him. But just going through that year, and I'm sure everything that he went through with his team and his players, and you know, not just trying to coach them and win games, but also trying to look out for their best interest and get them through that, and you know, get that program back where it was or where it is right now is something special, and he should be recognized for that. I know he certainly has been and is.
Coach, a lot like Stubblefield yesterday with Kent, just he's not going to let you go get him because of how efficient and how well he was pitching.
No, I mean, our backs are against the wall, and we're very depleted on the mound, and the 2 left-handers couldn't have been more efficient. Tyler Stubblefield yesterday and Matty today, and you know, it was probably as fast a Game 7 as you're going to see. And when both teams have played as many games as they did, and you know, we've had a lot of guys step up on the mound, a lot of guys step up from a defensive standpoint, and you know, obviously done enough offensively to get through this regional.
Standing ovation when you went out there. And the fans thought you were going to get him, and they're anticipating giving him a standing ovation coming off.
Yeah, I'm certain none of you guys thought I was going to get him. You guys all probably agreed with my decision to leave him in, certainly, I'm sure, and was able to get the double play ball and get off the field. And I just didn't want to go through 3 guys to get through that inning. I just wanted to go to 1, and Matt just, you know, didn't allow me to do that. And and Kyle Simons was fabulous finishing up those last 6 outs. It was just really, really good, and a great environment.
Coach, you go 26 innings in 2 games, very close ball games. What was the greatest mental preparation you had to get you guys ready for today's
time? I think the biggest thing, that's a great question. You know, after losing that heartbreaker on Saturday night and having the quick turnaround, I'm sure, just like me, the guys didn't get unwound until, you know, midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. We had a pregame meal at 8 a.m. and trying to shake that hurt off and that disappointment off, and had a team meeting after breakfast, and you know, just said the quicker we can shake this off and get ourselves ready. There's 6 other teams that are in the same boat as we are that are hosts, and you know, there's going to be 2, maybe 3 teams that are tough enough to get through this, and let's make sure that we're one of them. And you know, the quicker we can get into the middle of the fight and start competing, the better off we're going to be. And I felt like, you know, during the Coastal game that I think we were ready to go, but it was until about the 3rd or 4th inning where we started punching a little bit, and just felt like we were just kind of still numb from the night before. And once we got about halfway through that Coastal game, it was on, and I was really proud of our guys for being able to get over that. That's a tough one to get over, losing Saturday night.
Matt, what were your thoughts when Coach came on to you that inning that you just talked about?
He got about halfway there, and the fans were expecting me to come out, and he goes, "Are you done?" And I just looked at him and said, "No, I'm not done." And we went through the scenario that was about to play out, you know, with the hitter that was at the plate and the guy that was on deck, and that was what that was going through my mind, and what that mound visit was about, to see what we could do to get off the field without any more damage.
Matt, how did you feel throughout the game? Did you feel any more fatigued than you normally were, or was the adrenaline taking over?
Early, I didn't feel much fatigue. As I got probably back half of the second time through the lineup, I could feel, you know, velocity losing a little bit, and I'd have to hump up a little bit on some pitches. But for me, it's all about location and movement, and with the decrease in velocity, my location got better, and movement allowed me to spot balls even further off the plate and entice fewer good swings.
Have you ever started on that shorter rest before?
I have. Back before college, I think I went 7 one day and like 90 pitches, and then 6 more on like 60 pitches 2 days later.
Rob, defense was kind of one of your question marks coming into this regional. Just talk about the job that Logan did. I mean, he took some shots over there, but made some great plays.
Had a lot of opportunities, and they in the first inning they laid down a drag bunt with 2 outs, and he got the ball, made a great play, and I don't know how many assists he had, but he made every single one of them. Just did a fabulous job, 7 assists, and played great defense, and that's the side of the field that you're gonna have to play great defense with Matt on the mound.
Logan, I know that Matt is kind of the second half of the year. He's really been the catalyst for y'all to get the double plays with him to keep the ball down on the ground. Talk about the defense as the double plays really came back into what y'all were doing and then leading to the big ones tonight.
Well, when Matt normally throws, he keeps the ball down, so you get a lot of ground balls to the right-hander pull side. So you just gotta keep yourself ready and loose, and the coaches do a good job of putting pressure on you in practice and making sure you're ready to go. And when Matt pitches, when I'm at third, I can kind of see what pitches he's gripping and all that stuff, so I can kind of shade left and right depending on who the hitter is and what to do. So Matt did a great job of keeping the ball down tonight.
Flashback to your shortstop days at junior college, on a couple of those. You went a long way to make some of those plays.
Yeah, well, not a shortstop anymore. Got a little too big for that position, but yeah, I felt good. Moving around, I feel really light on my feet right now, and just trying to help Matt out and keep the ball in the infield and make some plays for him.
Matt, first inning you made a pitch and looked like you stumbled. It almost looked like you were hurt from afar. What went on there?
Yeah, it was. Count was 0-2, and I was going sidearm fastball away to get either a swing and miss or just a ball to set up another pitch. And when I started down the mound and pushed, my back foot slipped off the back of the rubber, it just gave way and knocked me off balance. And so I tried to short arm and roll it up to the plate to avoid the balk, but I ended up pulling it too far and throwing it past Mike. It was just one of those freak things that happen sometimes. Nothing I could do about it. It just happened.
Coach, just on the idea of getting back to a super regional for the first time since 2011, and how exciting that is.
Well, I'm excited for this team, and it's a very talented team, but it's as close a team and as fun a team as I've ever been a part of, and they've earned it, and I'm certain their attitude is they're not done yet, and there's work to be taken care of, and next weekend will be a big weekend for us moving forward, and back to a 3-game series.
Rob, when I asked you yesterday about momentum, you said you really hadn't done anything yet. And the old adage is a lot of the time is momentum is as good as your starting pitcher. Well, you definitely kept that momentum until they tied.
Well, we did all weekend long. All weekend long, we got really good starts from our guys and allowed us to get off and get things moving. And you look at the scores this weekend; they weren't indicative of what you would think you would get at Olsen Field this time of year. And a lot of well-pitched games from a lot of teams, all the teams.
Can I ask you, Coach, when you guys played 34 innings or whatever with Cal, there was no inning with more than 1 run. I mean, you would have won a bet there, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I just can't give Cal enough credit and their pitching coach. I thought he did a fabulous job. Pitching to our guys, and it didn't matter who he went to. They all made pitches, and that guy's pretty special. Got a chance to visit with him last night after the game, and they've got a very good staff. Left side of their infield's as good as you're going to see in the country.
But your pitching had to do the same thing.
Well, certainly so. I mean, they had to go pitch for pitch with their guys, and just very, very fortunate.
Rob, as a pitching coach that's been in the postseason, you've seen a lot of guys just rise to the occasion. I guess as a coach, when you take a step back and watch what Matt did Friday and watch what he did tonight, what kind of went through your mind watching him do what he did?
Well, I mean, he reminds me a lot of myself back in the day, except he's a lot more talented than I ever thought about being. And when he's out there making pitches, he's fun to call pitches for because he has no fear. He's going to make any pitch, anytime, any count, and gets his fastball at his glove side. And when guys can do that, it's a lot of fun to manage the game as far as calling pitches for him. And he's not going to make mistakes, and it's been good. It's fun to watch him grow up.
Strategy change when you got the insurance run there in the bottom of the 8th?
Well, we had Kopetsky hot down there, but once we got that jug run there, I mean, we allowed Kyle to go back out, and again, just didn't want to go into the 9th inning with 3 pitchers. Wanted to go out there and try to get through it with 1 pitcher, and instead of trying to match up. And that last run in the 8th inning was really big.
And he had some struggles against the left-handers, and obviously he was very good against them.
Yeah, we just told him, hey, make the catcher beat us to left field, whatever. And Kyle's got that great sinker running away. Tried our best to stay away from him, and wanted him to beat us to left field at that point. And we were very fortunate to get him out. And I thought he set up very well for that hitter behind him.
Coach, the crowd support, the fans, and putting that to you guys this week.
Unbelievable, as loud as I've ever seen Olsen Field during my 10 years here, and there's no question how they were so impactful for our success throughout the course of the weekend, and I just can't say thank you enough all year long. It's been that way. It's been very special, and this weekend was as good as it's ever been during my 10 years here, and there's been a lot of special moments.
Matt, just on y'all, how fulfilling it is or sweet for y'all to advance to the Super Regional.
Oh, it's amazing, the jubilation and the excitement that's in the locker room right now, and just knowing that we've taken this step, but we're not done. We still got work to do, leading into this week, and we're excited, and we're gonna celebrate this, for the night and probably maybe a little bit in tomorrow, and then we're gonna get to work for the Super Regional.
Coach, what do you think he means by into tomorrow?
I don't know what he means by that. Nothing good happens after midnight, so it would be just tonight.
I was thinking more like 10 a.m. to noon, the lunch break hour, somewhere in there.
Logan, your answer to that, being a senior?
Well, I've been on been at 3 different schools, and I've never been a part of a team that's this talented, and not only talented, of guys who have good character, and they want the best for the guys, the left and the right. And me as a person, I don't really know how to describe it. It's awesome, getting to play with, behind these guys every day, and talking to them, seeing them in the locker room. It's just an unbelievable experience, and just blessed to be a part of this organization, and just so happy to be here.